So make sure you're in a comfortable position. You can sit either in the chair, or if you want to sit closer to the wall, please sit closer to the wall and make sure your back is straight. Sit in a comfortable cross-leg position, or you can even keep the legs out and sit. For me, the back has to be straight. That is more important. A comfortable sitting position. We'll start with 3 ohms. Eyes closed. Hands in the prayer position. Inhale deeply. Go down, rub your palms and put your palms on your eyes. With a smiling face, look at your palms, say Hari Om. And thank you everyone for coming again for the workshop Dirgha Swasam. So we have a few new students over here, and our old students also participated. So this will be a basic teaching. So starting from last week workshop, we'll just gather a few things. So we are doing about right breathing first workshop on the last weekend. So what was covered in the last weekend is the right breathing comes from breathing right. So what is wrong breathing? What is right breathing? So when you inhale, your abdomen comes out like a balloon. And when you exhale, your abdomen shrinks down inside. So imagine a balloon. If you keep your hands loose and if you blow the balloon, it expands. It gives the space and it expands as much as it can. And when you need to exhale, so when you need to take the air out of the balloon, you squeeze the balloon completely and all the air comes out. So you give a little pressure and you give with the hand movement, you press the balloon, all the air comes out. The abdomen works in the same process. So when you inhale, you need to loosen up the body so that it opens up, it expands. When you exhale, you squeeze the abdomen so that all the air comes out completely. So this is the mechanism. What we do generally is, we do this breathing. When we are exhausted, we do this. What generally we do, if you notice, we inhale when our abdomen is like squeezed, and we exhale when abdomen is loosened up, that we blow up. So you have to remember, when we inhale, the abdomen is blown out, and when exhale, we squeeze the abdomen, take the air out. This is how it works. See, when it works in the right pattern, automatically there is a fire created around you, and this fire we call as Agni. This will be helpful for the digestion. So once your digestion is right, the body, all the mechanisms, all your pattern will work in a right way. So this is how we do in the classes. This is the basic first step when you enter the yoga class, where they teach right breathing. When you inhale, abdomen goes out. When you exhale, abdomen comes in. See, we do generally this one with the actions, because when you do with action, you can easily memorize it and you can easily follow it. So let's start with few rounds of this right breathing, then we'll go for the today's class. So keeping your hands in front of you like this way, we can do in any type of method. So let's do this. As you inhale, we expand the chest, we expand the abdomen. And when we exhale, I squeeze my abdomen, I bring my hands towards my chest, I bring my chin to the chest and round my back. So let's go ahead. Inhale, hands here. Exhale, round your back. Bring your chin to the chest. Inhale. Exhale. So do it very slow and gentle. So inhale, expand your hands, open up the chest, chin up, blow the abdomen, make it big. Now exhale, squeeze the abdomen, bring your elbows closer, chin to the chest, round your back. So do it as much as slow possible. Inhale, open up. Now exhale, squeeze. Inhale again. Exhale. Now keeping your palms on the hands. So this is just to keep yourself aware that when you inhale, your abdomen is expanding. When you exhale, you are releasing the air out. So now keep your right hand on the abdomen. We'll do the same one. Remember, when you inhale, the abdomen should come out. When you exhale, abdomen should go in. So what we do, when we inhale, we keep the hands a little bit looser so that there is a space for the abdomen to come out. And when you exhale, a little pressure on the palms. Don't press it too much. A little pressure on the palms and pressing the abdomen so that you can exhale completely out. Lighter, just a light pressure, pushing the abdomen inside and rounding your back, bringing the chin to the chest. This is the exhale, right? So keep your hands on the abdomen, keep it a little bit looser so that you have the space for the abdomen to expand. Inhale. Now exhale. Again, inhale. Gently press the abdomen, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe through the nose, inhale. Push the abdomen inside, exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Now release the air. Release the hand. We do with actions repeatedly. What happens automatically when you sit for the practice? Your pattern automatically changes. So it goes when abdomen comes out, inhale, abdomen exhale, and abdomen goes in. So simple. You have to remember, wherever the body opens up, it is inhale. Wherever the body closes, it's exhale. Same way in asana also in practice. Whenever you opens up, whenever you do a back bending, whenever you take an arch, it is inhale. And whenever you bend forward, whenever you squeeze, whenever you are closer, then it is exhale. So when this pattern is right, all the other pattern of movements will also be synchronized and move with that. So when you consciously do, you can also practice at any time of the day, even in the car traveling or cooking or working or any desk work, whatever you do, you can just simply a few minutes of focus on the abdomen and keeping the hands and checking whether the abdomen is moving right round. So consciously when we are doing the breathing, it can automatically take its practice. The children usually have the right breathing, but over the time of stress, whenever they feel stressed or they are tensed, their pattern of breathing changes. So even for the children, they can do this one, even for the elders also. So all you have to do is consciously watch how the movement of the abdomen is going. Wherever the inhale, the abdomen opens, exhale, it has to squeeze. So this is the right breathing, what we saw in the last week. With same proportion of Vibhaga Pranayama, we saw the last week. The three-part breathing, abdomen, chest and the throat breathing. So the same way it applies to all the three parts. So today we are going to see the Anulama Viloma Pranayama. So this is another a basic pranayama technique. It is helpful for improving the oxygen in your chest and also improves our immunity system. So before going to Anulama Viloma Pranayama, so what is this Anulama Viloma Pranayama? So this is it also in a variation of Nadi Shuddhi. There is a lot of schools teaching different variations in this. So today we are going to see a Mysore style of Anulama Viloma Pranayama, where in Anulama is where you inhale like part by part, and Viloma is exhale where you give part by part. So there are 3 steps in this Anulama Viloma Pranayama. So first step is last 2 fingers in the right hand out, thumb finger in the right hand out. So we call this as Vishnu Mudra, last 2 fingers in the right hand and the thumb finger in the right hand. So left hand, it's a Chin Mudra, the regular Mudra, you keep it when you do a meditation. So this goes on the left knee, and right hand with the right last 2 fingers and the thumb finger. With the right nostril, I close my, with the right thumb I go close my right nostril. So let me explain everything, then we can do it together. So by closing the right nostril, I inhale bit by bit, like part. I don't exhale in between. I inhale konjama little by little, then I keep my air inside, then I exhale on the same nostril without breaks, a normal exhale. So what you have to remember, if I am taking 5 times of forces or 3 times of forces, it depends upon each and every body's capacity. I can take around 5 forces. For some people, even if you take 3, it is more than enough. So what is the point here? By end of the 5th inhale, your lungs, your abdomen, everything should be filled. So you don't feel like taking in more, inhale more than this, you are completely full. So in that process, இதுக்கு மேலே inhale பண்ண முடியாது அப்படின்ற ஒரு feeling it should be there on you. So you have to inhale little by little with the forces, and at the end of 5th or 6th or 7th, you can do how many forces you need. So at the end of that, you should be completely filled with oxygen. So when you fill with oxygen, same nostril, you exhale slowly. You don't need to hold the breath here. We are doing the basic pranayama technique here. So those are already done. So don't do kumbhaka, don't do retention of breath here. So we completely exhale on the same nostril. So it's like this, closing the right nostril with the right thumb. Exhale slowly. So if you take 6 times of force or 4 times of force, remember you have to maintain that for all the rounds. The upcoming practice, you have to maintain all the same count. If I'm doing, the force is like where you stop in between the breaks. So if you give 6 breaks or 3 breaks or 4 breaks, it depends upon people. So at the end of whatever the break you take, you have to fill the lungs. So maintain the number. If you're doing 6 or 5, maintain the same thing throughout the practice. So this is the first variation, Anulama Viloma Pranayama, where we close the right, we take inhale with the force, then exhale on the same nostril. So let's do it with 5 rounds. Every round you finish, relax your breath, then again start. Don't immediately push up for the second round. So keep the hands in the Vishnu Mudra, close the right nostril, inhale. Exhale. Second round. Remember, when you exhale, it has to be very, very gentle and slow. Exhale. Third round. Inhale. Exhale. Remember to exhale very gently and slowly. Fourth round. Inhale. Slow exhale. Fifth round. Slow exhale. One more round, we'll go ahead. Inhale. Slow exhale. Release the hand. Keep your eyes closed. Take a few deep breaths. Now gently open the eyes. So we have done the 6 rounds on the left nostril with inhaling with the force, exhaling slowly on the left nostril. So you need to check at the end of the forces, like around 5th force, check whether you are filled the lungs. If you have any more space, then inhale little bit more. So remember, you need to fill the lungs as much as you can before you exhale. So one more thing, keep your spine erect, sit straight while doing the practice. You can go to the wall, lean on the wall, you can extend the legs and also sit, or you can sit in the chair and make sure your back is straight. For me, the head and the back should be in the same line. That is more important. Now, with the same, we close the left nostril and we do it on the right nostril. So you use this ring finger to close the left nostril. Don't change the hands. Ring finger to close the left nostril. Same way, inhale little by little, fill the lungs, exhale on the same nostril. First round. Exhale. Second round, inhale. Exhale. Remember, when you exhale, it has to be very gentle and slow. Third round, inhale. Exhale. Fourth round. Exhale. Fifth round. Exhale. Last round. Exhale. Release the hands. Both the hands on the knees, chin mudra, eyes closed. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Gently open the eyes. So this is the first variation of this pranayama, Anulama Viloma Pranayama, where we inhale with the force, then exhale on the same nostril. Now the second round goes with a normal inhale, a regular normal inhale. Then as you exhale part by part. How you did right now with the inhalation part by part, the same way we exhale part by part. So just leaving it little bit, then closing the door. Leaving it little bit and closing the door. Remember, you need not inhale in between. You may feel like to inhale little bit inside when you exhale, but make sure consciously you exhale part by part and you keep your focus on not inhaling in between. So inhale, then when you exhale, leave it little by little, like give a pause. Same, if you do 5 number of pauses in the last round, you continue with the same 5 number of pauses in this second round also. Let me demonstrate one round, then you can join with me. So I am starting with my left nostril always. I close my right nostril, I give a normal inhale. I fill my lungs. When I exhale, so I give an exhale out little by little so that I don't need to inhale in between. So 5 exhales so that completely we can exhale. At the end of 5th forces, you can feel that you are completely out of breath. You feel like you need to inhale faster. So remember to give 5 forces or 6, whichever you have done last round. Same way, exhale completely, part by part. Don't inhale in between the forces. Let's start with the left nostril. Close the right nostril. Now inhale through the left. Now as you exhale, little by little. Second round, inhale. exhale. Again, inhale. As you exhale, next round, inhale, exhale, fifth round, inhale, exhale slowly, part by part. Last round, inhale, exhale slowly. Release the hands, eyes closed, relax. We'll go with the right nostril now. The same practice we'll do in the right nostril. Using the ring finger, close the right nostril. Inhale completely through the right. Then exhale பண்ணும்போது just give a little bit forces and send the air out. Now inhale through the right. As you exhale, remember not to inhale while you are giving forces. Again inhale. Exhale. A normal breathing in between. Again inhale, third round. While you exhale, again connect to yourself while you're doing the practice. Observe the abdomen pattern also. While you inhale, you will be filling the abdomen, and while you exhale, you are going to squeeze the abdomen and take the air out in all the forces. Be aware of that also while doing. Close the left, inhale through right. Exhale. Inhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands. Eyes closed. Breathe in, breathe out. So this is our variation in second round, where you inhale with the normal breathing, and while you exhale with the forces. So you give little by little outside and you finish the breath completely. So first round is inhale with the force, then exhale on the same nostril. Second round is inhale completely, then exhale. While exhaling part by part, you exhale the air completely out. So this is the second variation. We'll be going down for the third variation, where you combine first round, first part, and second round, second part. So this will be inhaling with the force, then exhaling with the force. So inhale also with the force. Inhale பண்ணும்போது கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா. While you exhale also, you give the breath little by little out. You combine 1 and 2 and make the third round up. So it goes like this. Let me do it one more time and show it to you. Then we can together we'll do. So remembering, The abdomen pattern also, connect yourself with that. While you inhale, the abdomen should come out, and while you exhale, the abdomen should also go in now. Using the right thumb, I am closing the right nostril while inhaling. Exhale. That's all. Combining first round and second round. Inhaling கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக ஃபாஸ்ட் பண்ணி எங்கேயும் breath ஹோல்ட் பண்ண வேண்டாம். No retention of breath. While you exhale little by little, so that at the end of your exhalation you should be completely out. இதுக்கு மேலே exhale பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஒன்றும் இருக்கக்கூடாது. You should completely take all your carbon dioxide outside. So in between first round, second round, we're going to do 6 rounds, right? So in between the rounds, take a normal breathing. You may feel like you need to take ஒரு பெருமூச்சு வாங்கின மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபீல் இருக்கும். ஸோ அட் த டைம் டேக் அ நார்மல் பிரீதிங், தென் கோ ஹெட் ஃபார் த செகண்ட் ரவுண்ட் ஆர் தேர்ட் ரவுண்ட். இன் பிட்வீன் ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி ரவுண்ட் டேக் அ நார்மல் ரிலாக்ஸ்ட் பிரீதிங், தென் கோ ஃபார் த செகண்ட் ரவுண்ட். லெட்ஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் டுகெதர். த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரவுண்ட். Inhale through the left, கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக, little by little with the pause. While you exhale, little by little out. Second round, take a normal breathing, then go for it. Make sure back is straight. Awareness on the abdomen also. Inhale. Exhale. Third round. Exhale. Fourth round. Exhale. Fifth round, inhale. Exhale. Last round, inhale. Exhale. Now release your hands, eyes closed. Take a deep breath, relax. We have finished the left nostril. The same pattern we'll be doing on the right nostril. Remember to be aware of the abdomen and the chest. Whenever we inhale, the body expands. Whenever we exhale, you need to squeeze your abdomen and the chest. Take the air out completely. So, right hand, close with the ring finger, close the left nostril. Inhale through the right. Exhale. Again, take a normal breathing, then we'll go for the second round. Third round. Exhale. Fourth round. Exhale. Fifth round, inhale. Exhale. Last round on the right nostril. While you exhale, slowly, part by part. Release the hands, eyes closed. Breathe in, breathe out. Now gently open the eyes. So what we have done, Anulama, Viloma, Pranayama, 3 variations. The first one is where you inhale with the force, then exhale on the same nostril. Second one, inhale, then while you exhale, part by part, release the air. The third variation is where you inhale also with the force, while you exhale part by part and completely take the air out. So this is the 3 variations in Anulama, Viloma, Pranayama. It can be taught in different styles and different variations also. So this will be the basic where you need to fill the lungs. The more we fill the lungs, the more the blood circulation we get. We get more oxygen, then we get for more blood circulation. So at the same time, when we exhale part by part, we are focusedly, like consciously, we are emptying our lungs. So whatever the air inside consciously goes out, so that it will be helpful to again inhale more oxygen. So while we do consciously, it deepens the practice more. So what happens when we deepen the practice more and more? The deepen the practice, the capacity of the lungs expands. Generally we don't use most of our lung capacity. We use around 50%, only 50 to 70% we use our lung capacity. So the rest of the 30% is always not used at all. By using pranayama, by practicing pranayama, we can use the other 30% of the lungs also by conscious practice. So this is the Anulama Viloma Pranayama, what we have done. And moving towards the next one is Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. The Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama is to cleanse the nadis. There are 72,000 nadis running in our body, in which 108 nadis are very important nadis. In the 108 bunch of nadis, the 3 nadis are very important. That is Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. Ida is the left nostril, Pingala is the right nostril, Sushumna is when we balance this left and the right nostril, the Sushumna nadi activates. That is what they call as Kundalini. The left and the right nostril nadis, it is described in the scriptures as, it is like a snake, so which is moving in the spine like this. It is spirally moved in the spirals around your spinal cord in this pattern. So the left and the right nostril. When these both are balanced, the Sushumna rises up. That is what they call as Kundalini. We are not going deeper into that, just giving an explanation. This left and the right nostril are linked to our brain hemisphere also. The left is linked to the right hemisphere of the brain, and the right nostril is linked to the left hemisphere of the brain, which is intellectuality and one side, intellectuality and creativity on creativity on the other side. So when we balance the left and the right nostril, it balances our mental capacity also. So the left nostril is called Ida and the right is called Pingala. So these 2 nostrils are very important and to be cleansed. This brings a lot of changes in our bodies. When these 2 nostrils are cleansed properly, any pranic blockages in our spinal cord, in our body, this helps to release it. When there is no pranic blockages, it means that your body is very healthy and your metabolism is going very smooth. Nadi Shuddhi. Shuddhi is where you cleanse, cleaning. So Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama cleanses in the nadis, these 2 nadis, Ida and Pingala. The same way, the last 2 fingers in the right hand, Vishnu Mudra, and Chin Mudra on the left hand on the left knee. We close the right nostril, we always inhale with the left and we exhale on the right. Same way, we inhale on the right, exhale on the left. So inhale this way, exhale this way, again inhale this way, exhale this way. So this makes one complete round. One inhale, exhale, other inhale, then exhale. This is a complete one round of pattern, one cycle of Nadi Shuddhi. So like this, we need to do a few rounds of Nadi Shuddhi. what has to be again observed? Your spine has to be straight, your head has to be straight, you should be in a comfortable position. If you want to lean on the wall, you can lean on the wall, extend the legs, கால் நீட்டி உட்கார்ந்துக்கலாம், or you can sit in the chair and do whichever you feel comfortable. எனக்கு வந்து your spine has to be straight, your back has to be straight. While doing it, there should not be any sound. As we did in Anuloma Vinoma Pranayama, we heard the sound of inhalation, we made the sound of exhalation. But in this Nadi Shuddhi, we are not supposed to give any sound. So don't make any sound of your inhalation or your exhalation. Let it be very, very soft and smooth. So when we consciously makes it more soft and smooth, what happens? It becomes very slow. And it becomes slow and deeper. That is what we want. Because when we consciously do the slow breathing, slow inhale and a slow exhale, it makes it more deeper and the capacity also increases. So we'll start with the closing the right nostril. We inhale through the left nostril. Close the left, close the right. Inhale. Now close the left, exhale to the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Again inhale through the left. Exhale to the right. Now, release your hands. So while practicing Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, again keep awareness in the abdomen. Inhale, abdomen come out, chest expands. Exhale, abdomen goes in and chest squeezes up. So we are going to do around 6 cycles of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. So what does the one cycle mean? Inhale on the left, exhale on the right, exhale, inhale on the right, exhale on the left. This becomes one round of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Okay. So like this you're going to do 6 rounds of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Remember, if you can possibly exhale a little bit longer than compared to inhale. Inhale விட மூச்சை வெளியே விடுறத கொஞ்சம் லாங்கா ஜாஸ்தியா விட முடியும்னா do that. But don't make sure you give any sound. Sound வரக்கூடாது. It has to be soft and smooth. You should not hold the breath anywhere. You should not hold it. எங்கேயாவது மூச்சு இழுத்து பிடிக்கிற மாதிரி பிடிக்கவும் கூடாது. It has to go smooth. No stop anywhere. It has to move in the cycle pattern. So we are going to do 6 rounds of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. No sound of inhale, exhale. What you are going to do? A little effort to extend the exhalation. மூச்சை வெளியே விடுறத கொஞ்சம் லாங்கா இன்ஹேலை விட மூச்சை உள்ள வாங்குறத விட வெளியே விடுறது இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் லாங்கா. As you can extend the exhalation, try to extend the exhalation little bit more. Okay? Let's go with the Nadi Shuddhi. Make sure back is straight. Close the right nostril. 6 rounds of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Inhale through the left and start the practice. Exhaling right. Inhaling right and continue. Remember to keep your awareness with the abdomen on chest also. Inhaling, the body expands, and exhaling, you squeeze the air out completely, keeping the head and the back straight. Nimindu Karnu. No sound of inhalation and exhalation. A little effort taken here to exhale, little bit longer when compared to the inhalation. Six rounds of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. A complete awareness in the breathing. Slow and steady. When you finish your sixth round, you need to exhale to the right nostril and end the practice. We always start with the inhalation in the left nostril, and while we exhale and finish the practice at the right nostril. Once you finish your right nostril, please do keep your hands on the knees and keep your eyes closed. Breathe in, breathe out. A few minutes of silence. Just feel the balance between both the nostrils. After the practice of Nadi Shuddhi, both the nostrils are balanced. You may feel that you are inhaling through both the nostrils. By inhaling through both the nostrils, we increase the capacity of oxygen inside, and that makes a difference in our system. Increased oxygen, increased blood circulation and metabolism also. Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama calms down the mind, it purifies your system, it removes the blockages, it even quietens the mind, and at the time of stress or if you don't get sleep, you can do Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama a few rounds, which will help you to go for a good sleep and better. Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama is a basic pranayama towards the meditation. If you're starting meditation, it is always better to start few rounds of Nadi Shuddhi and go for meditation. This helps you to be more focused. Breathing is just a thread between your body and the mind, which is connecting the body and the mind. The slower the breathing, more the conscious the breathing, the mind becomes calmer and quieter. So, what does you feel? Why do you feel so happy when you finish your practice and when you feel your mind is very calm, you are so blissful? So, what happens when you do a yoga practice like this? Why does it happen? So, what is happening inside? Most of our thoughts absorb our oxygen, whatever we take inside. So, it says the brain takes around 60% of oxygen from whatever we are breathing. So, that when the brain takes 60% of oxygen, what will be left to our body to work? But with the rest of the oxygen left, we still work and do our daily routine, whatever it is, the cooking, working, taking care of children, housework, everything. But if you get that 60% of oxygen to your body instead of getting only 40% or else 100% oxygen to your body, how does your body works? How does your mind works? No, it works superbly. You become a superwoman or superman. So how do you bring all that oxygen to our body instead of giving to the brain? So when we think, when we have lots of thoughts, so imagine if you want to go to a city, okay, Singapore. What do you take? You take a flight, you take visa, you pack things, you have to travel, you have to go to airport, again take a cab, go there to reach your destination. So a lot of energy, money and everything is spent there, right? When you travel to a destination. So, but if I say in the mind, think that you are going to Singapore, what do? You immediately think of a Singapore where a landmark place that you have reached there. So the mind travels faster. So the more it travels, more the fuel is needed. So where is the fuel here? The fuel is the oxygen. So it doesn't mean that you are traveling more, your oxygen level is used more. It thinks faster, it thinks faster, it thinks faster. So more and more of thoughts, more and more of thoughts, more and more of oxygen is used. So how do we lessen the thoughts? Now while you are doing the practice of Nadi Shuddhi, I can easily tell you that your practice was most 100% in what we are doing. You are observing the pattern of breath. You are trying to be more conscious that your breathing should not be louder. And again, you are being more conscious that you need to give more exhalation, a longer exhalation, right? Unga mind fulla, unga sound kammiya irukkanum breathing பண்ணும்போது, unga exhalation longer irukkanum, unga vayir correct veliya varudha, head straight irukka. So you are focused around 4 to 5 thoughts, right? Adukku mele irukad. Other things were easily go, nothing around you was disturbing you. In your house or the sounds outside, you are being more focused in your practice. So the more the focus in the practice, the more oxygen you save for your body. That is the secret behind this. So more and more practice you do, more and more of breathing, your thoughts are synchronized. It become one-centered. If you be more aware of only the sound of the breathing, then again you reduce number of thoughts. So when the number of thoughts are reduced, you retain the oxygen, the energy to your body. So this is what you retain when you do meditation and pranayama. When you do pranayama and meditation, your thoughts are very less. You don't think anything much. Very less thoughts. அப்படின்னா நிறைய யோசிக்கல, அந்த ப்ராக்டிஸில் இருக்கிற விஷயத்த மட்டும்தான் நான் கவனித்தேன். அதனால என்னோட தாட்ஸ் எல்லாம் நிறைய இல்லாததுனால எனக்கு ஆக்சிஜன் நிறைய பாடியில் ரீட்டைன் பண்ணிக்க முடியுது. நிறைய ஆக்சிஜன் வெடிக்கிறதுனால என்ன இருக்குது, என்னோட மற்ற தேவைகள் towards my other work have been used for this oxygen. So what you can do when you do other works, you can do efficiently. If you are working in a software, working in a business or taking care of business, you can do it in an efficient way, in a smarter way, in an awareness, big awareness way. So that is what we want. And finally, when you do a practice, you need to gain energy. You should not lose energy. So gaining energy is more needed. This pranayama practices, whatever pranayama, there are lots of varieties in pranayama. Whatever the pranayama you used, you have to be more conscious in your practice. Whatever you do, your focus and awareness should be on the practice, dedicated to the practice. Even if it is 10 minutes or 5 minutes in a day, whenever you get a time, your abdomen has to be empty to give much good results. When you do the practice, it automatically calms down. You will become more aware of what is happening around you. That even gives more and more relaxation to the mind. So we generally say this as happy hormones. When we develop more happy hormones, when we achieve something, when we relax something, when we feel that we have accomplished something. So these happy hormones give more hormone balance to the body. So when there is a hormone imbalance, we can get diabetes, thyroid and insomnia. All this is because of less hormones, or the hormones are not work properly. So internally, when you give a dosage, this can be balanced. But how do we naturally bring it to the state where it can help your growth of metabolism? Hormones can naturally function when we do a lot of meditation and pranayama, because this gives lots of happy hormones. And these happy hormones, you can Google and find out. When these happy hormones are secreted in a right way, this balances your thyroid, your insulin and everything one by one. So meditation and pranayama is very important. Your mental health is more important than the physical health. If you see the Patanjali's Yoga Sutra is 8 limbs of yoga. He says first pranayama, then only asana comes. So you need to do all this pranayama, then the preferences of body movements is given. So pranayama is basic function to go before the practices of asanas or hatha yoga. Pranayama links you with your mind and the body. It is the thread between the mind and the body. So pranayama makes much more benefits than what you see, what you feel. Inside it gives much more benefits. So we have seen last workshop Vibhaga Pranayama, the right breathing. Then this workshop we have seen Anulama Viloma Pranayama, then Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Anulama Viloma Pranayama, I am recalling everything again. The first step is inhaling with the pause, then exhaling through the same nostril. Second step, inhaling, then exhaling with the pause. Third step is a combination of first and two. So inhale with the pause, then exhale slowly, completely out. This is Anulama Viloma Pranayama. So after practicing this, then go for Nadi Shuddhi, where you inhale in the left, always in the left, exhale on the right. Why always in the left? We are in the platform of where we have the heat around us. We are not living in a cold regions, right? Somewhere in Alaska or something. We are in India, so it is always better to take in the left nostril, which helps us to cool down our body. Left is for cooling down, right is to heat up the body. So left is considered as a moon and right is considered as a sun. So we inhale through the left nadi, exhale to the right, then again on the right, then again on the left. This becomes one cycle of Nadi Shuddhi. Like that we have practiced around 6 to 10. So how many times a day I can practice? So Anulama Viloma Pranayama, around 6 to 8 rounds can be practiced in each variation, and Nadi Shuddhi around 10 rounds can also be easily practiced. One thing is you have to keep your abdomen empty while going with the practice, and make sure your surrounding is much airy. Don't sit in a closed room. It is better to sit in an open air, and no disturbances of sound or something. So more focused on the practice. You are most welcome to sit with the wall against, so that you don't need to worry. And if you feel you cannot sit in a cross leg, you can extend your legs and sit, or you can sit in the chair and do the practice. For me, the spine is more important. The comfortable posture, then your focus will be on the practice alone. So empty stomach, spine erect, and in a comfortable atmosphere with airy outside. And try to avoid doing it in AC rooms or in a closed circle. Do it in the open air. It will be much more pleasant and comfortable for you, and no noise in between. Try to be quiet while you're doing, no disturbances around you. Also help you to focus more on your practice. So this workshop is completely about basics of the breathings, because once you cover up the basics, this can be practiced any time in the day, but before the food inside the abdomen. Hardly it takes around 15 minutes if you do around 8 rounds of Anulama Viloma Pranayama and 10 rounds of Nadi Shuddhi. This 15 minutes is more than enough. After you finish this 15 minutes, you can just simply quietly sit, eyes closed, and just recall what you have done. Observe what you have, the changes your body can tell after the practice. So this itself is 20 minutes or 25 minutes of practice can make a lot of difference in your system and the body. So thanks everyone for participating in the workshop, and I think I have covered a little basics of whatever I can teach within the time of 1 hour. Any questions or anything, please do open your mic and you can ask the questions. Switch on your mic and ask the questions, please. Yeah. Yeah, Kalan. Okay. Okay. Yes. We do also for kids. See, it's generally what happened for the kids, they may be allergic. Maybe your son is allergic to the plants or the grass. So what have to be do before doing the practice? The allergic is the sensation, right? The sensation in the nose, which is allergic for that pattern. So we need to increase the sensitization so that it will not be very allergic to him. So generally when they do, kids can do at 8 years. Make them to sit in a comfortable position, as I said before, and you also guide him with that. Check whether he is doing it properly, because we need to see whether what they do generally is they do that because they want to finish it faster. They don't have, see, their system works fast. How much thought you have, their thoughts will be multiplied into millions. Okay, so generally the kids' thought will be so much, you cannot bring them to focus. It is very difficult, as you see in your studies also. When you want to make them to study something, you need to bring a lot of effort to sit them and focus. Even their writing also, they will be thinking something else, and the cartoon will be going in their mind. But especially to sit in the pranayama, you have to sit next to them. You have to keep saying, yes, now you're going to take slow inhale. What we generally do for the kids badges, we close it and we give a count. We say, suppose the pattern is like that. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, done. Now again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, done. So we give the count for the children generally, so that they try to slow down their pattern, or else they will do it fast and they want to get up and go. That's all they will do. So this pattern of giving the count, it will be helpful for them to slow and focus at that. So slowly increase the count to 5 to 8 or 7 or 10. You can increase it. You have to sit next to him definitely and see that he is doing it with the count. So that will help him to calm down. This round, see, 1 round. As a cycle, I said, no, 10 rounds has been easy. He can be doing it on 10 rounds. 1 round is inhale to the left, exhale to the right, inhale to the right, exhale to the left. This becomes 1 round. Okay. So while you finish, you have to finish in the half round. You have to finish with the right exhale, last round alone. So like a half. So it around 10 rounds you can do in the mornings, and before bedtime also. Make sure the abdomen is empty. He can do it 10 times. It's just to calm down the mind before even to study, to sit down to study or read something. They can do this one. You teach the practice, make it a habit. They will have a more concentration power. Yeah. Thank you, Kala. Anything else? Okay, I'm sorry. Like this is 7:30 to 8:30 in Indian time. Oh, okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Jai Shri Sadguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Bow down. Rub your palms. Now cup your palms over the eyes. Looking at the smiling face, look at your palms, say Hari Om. Hari Om, and thanks for the wonderful, beautiful class and wonderful day. Have a great day. Thank you everyone. Thank you Tummy Fuel.